Somebody asked me what I felt about what was going on in this country and how things would unfold and whether I'm worried or not. The answer to the question is yes, I am worried. And let me tell you what I believe is happening. There are four major forces in this country today. I'll call them four horns. Two are in the southwest. One is in the east. And the fourth one is Buhari, and he represents the north. Now in the southwest, you have two horns, very powerful, aggressive, focused, and very, very committed horns, in the persons of Gani Adams, who is the Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò, and the other is Sunday Igboho, who, by any standard, is the hero of millions. Exceptionally tough young man. Now, these two forces, they represent the heart, soul, and mind and spirit of the Yoruba people. They cannot be stopped. They're not politicians. They cannot be intimidated. They cannot be threatened. They're extremely focused, and both of them, if sufficiently provoked, the kind of mass following they have, their readiness to die for their cause, they're extremely dangerous. Thankfully, they're good men, and men that simply want a fair deal in a wider Nigeria for our people. Also men that are committed to the cause of Oduduwa Republic once it is clear that there can be no fair deal in a wider Nigeria. They're totally committed to that. In fact, they're simply waiting for the integrationists to offer a better deal. Outside of that, they're leaving. And when they decide to go, it would take a war to stop them. And they have the hearts of the people. In the east, you have Nnamdi Kanu. I know him, exceptionally tough, very courageous, and he has a massive following. Absolutely massive. I call him the third horn. I call him the Tiger of the East. Exceptionally tough man and inspirational. And if there is to be an election in the East or in Biafra tomorrow, he would win hands down. He has the hearts, minds, and souls of the people, and he's fighting for his people. Then you go up north, and you go, before I get to the president, you go to the Middle Belt. There's a man who's a good friend of mine. He was at Oxford. Brilliant man, Obadiah Malafia. Obadiah is not a freedom fighter as such. He's not a man that is committed to any form of violence, but he's a man of ideas, and his ideas are explosive, extremely inspirational. He's very focused. He's a brilliant intellectual, and his ideas and his intellectual contributions are more powerful than bombs, because he has ignited the sense of awareness of the people of the Middle Belt, the Christian minorities, particularly the northern minorities, particularly the Christians. And he is voicing their opinions and holding their corner and fighting their corner more than anybody else in the history of the Middle Belt, as far as I'm concerned. He's extremely, extremely focused. And he represents, in my view, the fourth horn. And it's a very positive horn, very strong horn, and it represents a hope for the people of the Middle Belt. Then, of course, you have President Buhari himself, who I believe is the fifth horn. So rather than four, there are five horns. President Buhari and those that are with him, that support him, are also very focused and committed to doing what they're doing. And some of them understand the situation and are ready to adapt. Others are not. But that group collectively represents a very powerful force that cannot be underestimated. Within that camp, there are various groups. I mean, I won't go into that now. Some are more liberal and more moderate than others. But by and large, these are President Buhari's loyalists and his people. Now, these 4 or 5 horns are the ones that hold the destiny of our country. If they conflict, and if there can be no compromise between them at any point in time, and if we do not agree on a formula to avoid war in this country, if you cannot somehow assuage the feelings and persuade the Igbohos, the Adamses, and those behind them to try to be a little bit more understanding about what's going on and try to reach out to them in peace and in love and try to build that bridge, it would be a very dangerous situation we're entering into. The same with Nnamdi Kanu, and the same that the people that Obadiah represents in the Middle Belt. And that's all left to the forces that hold the state. That is Buhari's government and Buhari's people. Now,